So today wasn't my best trading day. I actually didn't take a single position. I started off the day looking at TEUM. It was just coming out of pre-market, and I've never actually traded the opening candle. So I wasn't sure exactly how it would react to it. I usually wait a few minutes before I start trading just to let all the volatility die down a little. As you can see, there was a really valid support line, and the 200 MA was coming right through that. It was a perfect buy setup for me, at least. And I didn't take it. My nerves got to me with the market open, and I just had to sit back and just watch it shoot up and up and up. And in a few seconds here, it's actually going to break that pre-market high. And I mean, it's coming up in a second, and it's a clear break of the pre-market high. So if I wanted to, I could have gotten in at the break of that as well. You know, I had multiple opportunities to get into this. I was just a little too nervous about taking it because, you know, I haven't traded the first candle or even honestly the first probably 20 minutes of the market being open, so it's a new experience for me. And I think to counteract that in the future, I'm just going to start, you know, going on demand with Thinkorswim to start looking at how the market opens normally. And then maybe I'll just feel a little less scared about trading the first candle. So next up, I was thinking about trading ACB. This one had a lot higher float. The movements were a lot slower. But anyways, it broke out pre-market on the left side. Just after pre-market, it broke out of that pre-market high, and then it pulled back down into there. And then it went on to start forming lower highs and the same lows. And at first I was going to take a position on that 200 MA and support line, a buy order. But then I realized it's kind of, since it's making lower highs, it's kind of forming a descending triangle. And I just drew that right there. And it just, you know, it wasn't enough gains for me to actually take the position. Even if it followed through like I thought it would and went down to that next support line, even if it perfectly broke out and did everything I thought, it was only a 1% gain or something like that. And that's kind of what you get on the higher float stocks. You don't get as big of moves. And my old strategy used to be to trade these higher float stocks, and that's kind of why I've changed a little bit and gone towards these more, you know, lower float stocks, just because I like the bigger movements. And these are just so predictable, but it's almost not worth your time to trade depending on your account size. And I didn't feel like waiting around to see if it did play out. So as you can see, I pulled up the picture. I went back later, and it did play out just like I thought it would. It got about a 1% or more gain. But yeah, I just didn't trade that one. I just didn't really feel like, you know, waiting around on it. And finally, I had AKTX. I was watching it closely right here. It was a little overextended from the VWAP, so I didn't know if I wanted to take a trade or not. At this point, I'm just kind of learning about the VWAP and how it acts as a magnet and things like that. But it broke out and broke the previous high. It's clearly on an uptrend. I should have taken my position on that breakout because it was definitely not a false breakout there. And then the thing just climbs and climbs and climbs. And I broke up the footage as I went back and checked it over the day. And it just skyrockets. I mean, it's barely making pullbacks. And I don't know if you watched it, but over the day it was up like 240 something percent. I'll throw it on the screen. I can't remember, but it was amazing. So I think my biggest problem right now is just I'm under trading, if anything. My winners are definitely outweighing my losers. I would guess somewhere around 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 8 winners to losers. I'm under trading, not over trading, in my opinion. And finally, the last trade was just the easiest trade ever that I should have taken on BPTH. As you can see, there's a very valid support right there. It bounced 2 times already, and then on the third bounce, it was a clear bounce. And just from that to the 200 MA or the VWAP, which is where I would have taken my, you know, profits, it was about 3.5 to 4%, somewhere around there. So just that alone would have been at least my daily goal. So I think I just really need to start looking for easier trades and taking the trades that I feel comfortable with, and just start trading, because I'm playing way too scared right now, and it's kind of affecting my trading. I just need to get out there and start trading more. But anyways, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.